3 impermanence. Then the Blessed One also said this to Mahamati, the great bodhisattva, I will indicate the definition of the principles of distinction of mental bodies, so listen, and take it to heart accurately and aptly, I will tell you. Very well, Blessed One. So saying, Mahamati listened to the Blessed One. The Blessed One said this to him, there are 3 kinds of body made of mind. What 3 kinds? Made of mind by complete attainment of the bliss of concentration, made of mind by perception of the nature of things, and made of mind by purification practices that come with the scriptures. Practitioners attain these by complete knowledge of the characteristics of the successive stages from the first on. Then what, Mahamati, is the mental body of complete attainment of the bliss of concentration? In the 3rd, 4th, and 5th stages, the cessation of the sense of attainment of bliss characterized by waves of consciousness on the ocean of mind by enjoyment of diverse discernment of one's own mind is called the mental body of the intellect because of complete knowledge of the absence of existence in subjective mental objects. Then what is the mental body of perception of the nature of things? In the 8th stage, in one who has experienced revolution of the mental basis by understanding through undistorted examination of phenomena such as illusion, by attainment of concentration analogous to magic, and by attainment of other facets of concentration, the body blossoming with multifarious masteries and superknowledges, as swift as the intellect, like an illusion, a dream, a reflection, immaterial yet appearing material, physically complete. With all the various limbs, visiting the circles of assemblies in all Buddha lands, because of having realized the nature of things it is called mental. Then what is the mental body of purification practices that come with the scriptures? Because of perception of the pleasures of first-hand attainment of all teachings of Buddhas, it is called made of mind by purification of practices that come with the scriptures. Here, Mahamati, you should apply yourself to examination and analytic understanding of the characteristics of these 3 bodies. So it is said, my great vehicle is not a vehicle, nor a proclamation, nor words, not truths, not liberations, not even the imageless realm. But the great vehicle is a vehicle when controlled by concentration, the body made of mind is variegated, adorned with flowers of masteries. Then Mahamati, the great bodhisattva, also said this to the Blessed One, 5 acts with immediate consequences have been spoken of by the Blessed One. What are those 5 acts with immediate consequences, which family sons or family daughters who commit will be in unvarying hell? The Blessed One said, listen, then, Mahamati, and take it to heart accurately and aptly, I will tell you. Very well, Blessed One. So saying, Mahamati listened to the Blessed One. The Blessed One said this, then what, Mahamati, are the 5 acts with immediate consequences? Killing mother, father, or a saint, dividing the community, and maliciously shedding the blood of a realized one. What, then, Mahamati, is the mother of beings? It is craving, connected with new birth, concomitant with affection and emotion, acting as a mother. Ignorance acts as a father in the arising of the collective media of sense. By uprooting both of these forever, one becomes a killer of mother and father. By forever abandoning propensities that manifest as enemies, pernicious as rats, characteristically imitating, one becomes a slayer of saints. Then what is division of the community? Destroying forever the root of the collection of mutually distinct clusters is called division of the community. When erroneous imagination of absence of impulses in the 3 liberations is terminally removed from the 8 bodies of consciousness. Aware that particular and common externals are constructions of subjective mental objects, on account of malicious shedding of blood of the Buddha of consciousness one is said to commit an act with immediate consequences. These, Mahamati, are the internal 5 acts with immediate consequences, which a family son or family daughter who commits comes to realize the Dharma. I will also indicate to you, Mahamati, the external 5 acts with immediate consequences, by means of which indication you and other bodhisattvas future and present will not become confused. So what are they? They are the acts with Immediate consequences described in the course of the teaching, those who commit which will not attain realization, other than those who have attained the three liberations, but for the application of projected empowerment. For a hearer with projected empowerment is empowered by the support of bodhisattvas or Buddhas in order to repel the notion of remorse of any others who commit the 5 acts with immediate consequences, so that one who has cast off the burden will not have any idea of regret. Also, the application of projected empowerment is shown by me for the purpose of inspiration. The comprehension of one who commits the 5 acts with immediate consequences is not invariable, except through awareness that what is seen by one's own mind is the content of conception, by perception free of grasping of self and personal belonging imagined of the body, possessions, abode, and way of life. Somehow, someday, in another context, one will be freed from the ills of subjective imagination. So it is said. Craving is called the mother, and ignorance then the father. On account of awareness of objects, consciousness is called Buddha. Saints are latent inclinations, the community of 5 is the group of clusters. By immediate separation, action will have no room. Mahamati also said, "Please tell me, Blessed One, how does the Buddhahood of the Blessed Buddhas come about?" The Blessed One said, "The Buddhahood of the Blessed Buddhas comes about from awareness of the selflessness of phenomena and persons, Mahamati, and from awakening of complete knowledge of the 2 obstructions, and from mastery of the 2 disappearances and elimination of the 2-fold affliction. By mastery of these very same principles, Mahamati, the complete Buddhahood of hearers and solitary illuminates comes about. Hence, in this sense, Mahamati, I teach one vehicle." So it is said. The 2-fold selflessness, the afflictions, and the pair of obstructions. By attainment of disappearance through inconceivable transformation, one reaches reality as such. Then Mahamati, the great bodhisattva, also said this to the Buddha. With what intention has it been openly said by the Blessed One in assembly, "I am all the Buddhas past," and the variety of exemplars in the birth stories, 100,000 birth stories in which it is said. I myself at that time, on that occasion, was King Mandodara, Gaja, Shaka, Indra, Vyasa, Sunitra, and so on. The Blessed One said, it is in reference to a set of 4 kinds of sameness, Mahamati, that the realized ones, the able, the perfectly enlightened, announce in company. At that time, on that occasion, I was Krakachanda, Kanakamuni, Kashyapa. In reference to what set of 4 kinds of sameness? Sameness of letters, sameness of speech, sameness of teaching, sameness of body. It is in reference to this set of 4 kinds of sameness that the realized ones, the able, the perfectly enlightened, speak forth in company. Now, then, Mahamati, what is sameness of letters? The letters by which my name is called Buddha, those letters are used of those Buddhas, blessed ones, no different letters, by the nature of the identity of the letters. This, Mahamati, is sameness of letters. Then what, Mahamati, is the sameness of speech of the realized, the able, the perfectly enlightened? My construction of speech operates with the 64 phonemes pronounced in Brahma heavens, and the construction of speech of those realized ones. 2. Those able, perfectly enlightened ones, also operates with the 64 phonemes pronounced in Brahma heavens, no less, no more, no different, because of the musical nature of the sounds pronounced in Brahma heavens. Then what is sameness of body? It means I and those realized, able, perfectly enlightened ones are the same in terms of the body of reality. And body of physical features and attributes, no different, except what is adopted to govern disciples. According to the differences in people's ways of life in different places, Mahamati, the realized ones show a variety of forms. Then what, Mahamati, is sameness of teaching? It means they and I are people who have realized the teachings of the 37 elements of enlightenment. It is in reference to this set of 4 kinds of sameness that the realized, able, perfectly enlightened Buddhas speak out in company. So it is said. Kashyapa, Krakachanda, and Konakamuni too were me. I tell the successors of the victorious, having emerged from sameness. Mahamati also said, as to what has been said by the Blessed One. Between the night the realized one became enlightened and the night he will enter complete nirvana, in this interval not even a single letter has been pronounced by the realized one, nor will be pronounced. The word of Buddha has no statement in reference to what is it said by the realized, the able, the perfectly enlightened, that the word of Buddha has no statement. The Blessed One said, in reference to two realities, Mahamati, have I said this? What two realities? The nature of first-hand reality and the nature of eternal permanent reality. I have said this in reference to this pair of realities. What does one's own first-hand reality refer to? What was attained by those realized ones has also been attained by me, no less, no more, the realm of first-hand attainment, beyond verbal formulation, free from the ambiguities of words. Then what is the nature of eternal, permanent reality? It means the permanence of this realm of reality of mine is eternal, imbued with the nature of reality, like a mine from which gold and silver are extracted, whether or not there come to be realized ones. The reality of these truths is permanent, because of the permanence of reality and the necessary nature of reality. It is like the road to an ancient city, Mahamati, it is like someone wandering in a forest might discover an ancient city, accessed by an indistinct road. Suppose he enters that city, and having gone in and gone wherever he wants, experiences the pleasures of the activities of the city. What do you think, Mahamati, was that road by which he entered that city and experienced the variety of the city produced by that person? No, Blessed One, he said. The Blessed One said, so is what has been attained by me and other realized ones. This reality is permanent, the permanent nature of reality, the necessary nature of reality, essentially so, actuality, verity. Hence, for this reason, Mahamati, I have said, between the night the realized one became enlightened and the night he will enter complete nirvana, in this interval not even a single letter has been pronounced by the realized one, nor will be pronounced. So it is said. Between the night I attained realization and the night I entered complete nirvana, I never promulgated anything at all. What I've said refers to the permanence of reality first-hand, neither by those Buddhas nor by me is anything predicated at all. Then Mahamati also entreated the Blessed One, let the Blessed One teach me the definition of the non-existence and existence of all things such that I and other great bodhisattvas, detached from non-existence and existence, may quickly attain supreme perfect enlightenment. The Blessed One said, then listen, Mahamati, and take it to heart accurately and aptly, I will tell you. Very well, Blessed One. So saying, the great Bodhisattva Mahamati listened to the Blessed One. The Blessed One said, this world is doubly attached, namely attached to existence and attached to non-existence, and is fallen into views favoring being or non-being, judging what is no way out to be a way out. So how is this world dependent on existence? That is to say that the world comes about when there are causes and conditions, but not when there are not. It comes about when evidently occurring, but not when not evident. So saying, Mahamati, of things with the causes and conditions of existence, one attributes cause to the world. Then how does one become attached to non-existence? It means while accepting passion, animosity, and delusion, yet one imagines passion, animosity, and delusion have no actual existence. Between one who does not accept the existence of things because of detachment from the appearance of being, and one who does not acknowledge passion, animosity, and delusion in Buddhas, listeners, and solitary illuminates, saying they are not there due to liberation from the